public policy and the social science that supports it is, I think, fundamentally about service.
The Rockefeller Center prepares thoughtful leaders who really want to make an impact in their communities.
Every day when I walk through the Rockefeller Center, you get to see students that are really talented, but working hard.
Good evening. And on behalf of the Dartmouth Minority Pre-Law Association and the Nelson A. Rockefeller Center, welcome to tonight's event.
We'd like to educate, train, and inspire the next generation of public policy leaders. We do that through a variety of different methods. We have courses. We have one of the largest minors on campus.
And tonight's conversation speaks to the importance of our mission at Dartmouth and the necessity of the liberal arts in forming good people to become good practitioners of law and good citizens in our society.
The students that are involved with Rocky, they love it. And I think it's a formative part of their Dartmouth experience. It becomes their intellectual home.
If I was talking to a first-year student and they asked me about the Rockefeller Center, I would tell them that if they're interested in understanding how the political system works, how the policy system works, and how those two intersect, this is the place to come and learn how to do that.
It's more than just the home of leadership training and public policy. It's really a home for a large segment of the student body.
I don't think there's that many places in the country where you'll see the head of the Republican Party, the head of the Democratic Party getting together.
The public programs are so important on this campus, and they are not only doing a public talk, but they're doing a class visit, they're engaging with faculty, they're engaging with students. Ultimately, it is to have informed citizens.
A certain amount of courage to get up on a stage with somebody you're throwing elbows at and fighting with.
Well, thank you so much, Congressman.
Thank you.
Truly a pleasure.
It's allowed me to not only see these speakers, but to learn what my own leadership style is through different programming.
The more people who come here and talk to us, especially who have different views than our own, I think the better for students in terms of learning, for faculty in terms of engagement. It just makes the experience richer.
I am running for president because I want every American to go as far as his or her talent and hard work can take them.
I can't say that if you elect me that you'll agree with everything I do every day, because you won't.
We encourage people who vehemently disagree to learn to listen, to learn to respect each other, and to see if there's a way to find common ground. More often than not, there is.
We're constantly looking for new ways to support faculty programming in the classrooms, but also then their own individual research projects, inevitably, which involve Dartmouth undergraduates too.
I've received half a dozen different grants from the Rockefeller Center over the past 30 plus years or so.
Rocky, a lot of times, will be able to provide seed money to allow you to do, a pilot survey, to test the viability of a research idea that you have, before you invest 4 or 5 years in the larger project.
My role, I think, as a scientist would be to do the kind of research that policymakers informs them in terms of how to generate a better policy.
The first year fellowship includes a component called civic skills training, which is a cornerstone of the program that allows all students to get involved in policymaking, but also just introducing them to how you conduct yourself in a professional environment.
I brought that insight and knowledge into my internship and was able to learn a lot from my colleagues and fellow interns, but also provide value to the organization.
We'll be working on those employment soft skills that are so important for jobs as well.
One of the things that really stood out to me about the Rockefeller Center when I was touring was all of the hands-on opportunities that there are for students. So the policy research shop was something that really stood out to me because it was an opportunity for students not only to learn public policy in the classroom, but also to go to a state legislature and share what we learned and help the policy process move forward in that way.
Here we are with a bunch of really highly motivated, super smart students who want to be involved in public policy, and we can provide some expertise to try to help these state governments answer those questions.
To have students be able to be involved in that process was really incredible.
I'll take the politics out of the court and I'll move it back to the election. You said earlier it's about these 5 states and whether we can get people to stay home or turn out.
We have serious problems and challenges, not just locally, but nationally and then internationally. And these are all things that we can do and help Dartmouth students, rise to the challenge.
You have right here the wall of fame of Dartmouth alum, from Daniel Webster to Nelson Rockefeller to Senator Gillibrand, who's my classmate, who have gone into public service, and to see the impact that they're having.
Every day you have a chance to make an impact, but at Rocky, that's what the mission of the institution is.
We need really smart, energetic, motivated people to lead the way. That's what we produce here at the Rockefeller Center.
Celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Rockefeller Center is great. Hooray! Congratulations!
I'd love to see students to continue to pursue their passions and do really interesting internships and come back and share those lessons and really use the strong foundation of community that the Rockefeller Center has honed for the past 40 years.
And Jake and Neil, please know that when you spend time with our students, as you are tonight, it's actually what happens afterward. After you leave the room, it's most revealing. Our students' exuberance is palpable. It's clear they treasure their time with you. And the second you leave the room, they all grab their phones to call their parents and gush.
In the next 40, it would be cool to come back to be one of those named distinguished fellows, or to have my name on the wall, as some type of public servant.
I want to take all those opportunities, and I won't forget them because they've been just truly so beyond what I ever imagined my Dartmouth experience would be like, and the Rockefeller Center will always have a big place in my heart.
If you want to understand the problems that the world is facing, and you want to understand what steps we can start to take to solve them, and if you want to be part of that solution, then Rocky is the place for you.